Tom drank the water as it came out of the hose. The more you drink, the less you eat. People shouldn't drink and drive. Nobody should drink and drive. No one should drink and drive. No one should drink and drive, period. Nobody should drink and drive, period. Even police officers sometimes drink and drive. Tom promised his parents that he'd never drink and drive. You shouldn't only not drink and drive, you should never get into a car with anyone who's been drinking. Don't drink and drive or get into a car with anyone who's been drinking. Tom was so drunk he couldn't even get up off the floor. One of them is drunk. Can you guess which one? Tom made us drinks. Tom made drinks for us. Tom got drinks for us. Tom got us drinks. I needed a drink. Tom needed a drink. Tom needs a drink. I see no reason why we can't start drinking. I see no reason that we need to wait until Tom gets here to start drinking. I see no reason we need to wait until Tom gets here to start drinking. Drink as much as you want. I'm driving tonight. Tom says that he hasn't had a drink in 3 years. Tom says he hasn't had a drink in 3 years. I haven't had a drink in 3 years. Tom got a drink for Mary. Tom got Mary a drink. Tom got Mary something to drink. What's the most popular alcoholic drink in Australia? Tom, Mary, and John each took a drink of beer. I've brought 3 cases of beer. We don't have to drink it all tonight. We serve wine, mixed drinks, and both domestic and imported beers. Tom made Mary a drink. Tom made a drink for Mary. I've heard that you're reliable. I hope you're reliable. I hope that you're reliable. I've heard you're reliable. I heard that from a reliable source. Do you think your sources are reliable? Tom got fired for getting drunk at work. Tom got fired for drinking on the job. I bought a new mobile phone. Please put this coaster under your drink. Grab a drink and come sit with us. Tom was pouring Mary a drink when he felt the ground start shaking. Tom was pouring a drink for Mary when he felt the ground start shaking. Tom poured Mary a drink. Tom poured a drink for Mary. Since the drinks were expensive, Tom sipped his as slowly as he could while he listened to the musicians on stage. Here, drink this coffee while I fry you some eggs. Here, drink this coffee while I fry some eggs for you. I could sit on the beach chair and drink lemonade all day. Someone spiked my drink. Somebody spiked my drink. I think that Tom was the one who spiked Mary's drink. I think Tom was the one who spiked Mary's drink. We hope the others will join us. Let's have another drink before we go home. Do you know what Tom's favorite drink is? Let's eat, drink, and be merry. Ask Tom if he wants another drink. Why don't you sit down here and have a drink with us? Yesterday was the first time I've ever seen Tom drunk. Ask Tom whether he wants another drink. Tom ordered a drink for himself and one for Mary. Tom drinks a lot of beer, and so does Mary. Here, you can't just have one drink. I liked the drink that Tom made for me. Tom said all his friends were drunk. A waitress walked by with a tray full of drinks. Tom often drinks cognac. Well, if you aren't going to drink any of this, I'm not either. Tom drank out of Mary's cup. Tom appeared to be drunk. You're not allowed to drink in the park. Tom came home very drunk. Sit here and drink your wine. Tom would drink all day if you'd let him. Tom came to the party drunk. In this area, all of us only drink bottled water. I saw Tom spiking Mary's drink. Drinking in the park isn't allowed. Tom went into the kitchen to get his guests some drinks. I drink to forget. This is what I drink when I'm with Tom. Why are you drinking so much tonight? Tom is drinking. Not everyone who drinks becomes an alcoholic. Tom refuses to eat or drink anything. I'm beginning to feel drunk. I can't drink wine anymore. Tom drank a glass of white wine, and so did Mary. Here, have a drink. You'll feel better. Tom never drinks vodka. My wife wants me to only drink light beer. Did Tom drink beer? Nobody would want to drink that.